Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing awesome. How are you? Can you hear me okay? Because you are on speaker.
Yes, I can hear you. You're on speaker as well.
Oh, cool. Okay, good. I was going to have you in my earphones, but we're actually going to be recording this, which you said was okay, right?
Yes, it is fine.
Okay, perfect. So tell me a little bit about you.
Yes, I am Rhonda Clark, and I am in my mid-50s. I've been in direct sales for about 7 years with the same company. So it was my first adventure into direct sales, and I love it. But, we all have struggled from time to time with it. And the last few years, I've discovered that I can take it online, which has really helped a lot. But now I'm trying to up my game more with the online. And I mainly started out with Facebook, just doing Facebook Live. And I took your InstaBoost workshop and venturing more into Instagram now. I haven't quite completed the course, but it's been amazing so far with everything I've learned. And still hitting a few bumps in the road from time to time with Instagram, but it's a learning process.
Yeah. Well, first off, in my InstaBoost course, you're never going to feel like you always got through it because we're always adding more and more to it. So as the social media changes, as Instagram updates and all that jazz, I just want to make sure you guys never have to buy another Instagram course ever again. So that's been one of the key things for that group as well. But so let's talk about some of those bumps and those obstacles that you've had in the road when it comes to the Instagram, because I think that'll be important to help you clarify some of that.
Yes. What I have found is I am in health and wellness, and like I said, I've only got about halfway through the course, so I know I need to get it finished, but just life, I've just had a lot going on with life.
Yeah.
So what I'm finding is a lot of the different hashtags that I'm using is people already in health and wellness.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're already selling something, right?
Yes. And I'm either getting that or I'm getting a lot of followers from men that then when you go look at theirs, they only have like 1 or 2 followers or less than 100. And
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. That's okay.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I think this is important because there's a lot of people that struggle with hashtags. When we think of hashtags, I think it's really important that we really niche it down to who we are, what we love, what we like, and where we shop. Those are kind of like my boom, 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 boom when I look for hashtags. And another way you can hack it too is looking at where you shop. So let's start with the hashtags you are using. Give me some ideas of some of the hashtags you are using in the health and wellness space.
Okay. There again, I am, targeting towards moms and more towards, like I said, I am a grandmother, so I'm kind of targeting, instead of the younger moms, I do that a little bit, but mainly like retired or someone that's kind of in the, like they were in corporate America and maybe, lost their job in their mid to late 50s, and, it's hard to get back in that field until they're looking for something else. I've been kind of going towards that. But I've been using things such as residual income, healthy living, mompreneur, healthy lifestyle, financial freedom, young grandmothers, stay-at-home grandmothers, build a business online. This is just a few of them that I'm reading off to you.
So let me ask you a question. Who are the types of people that are using those hashtags?
Those type of people.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a mompreneur, so I use the hashtag mompreneur. But the people that are looking to become a mompreneur, do you think that they're using those hashtags?
Probably not.
No. Why do you think that is, though? And it's okay. Sometimes we just need that aha light bulb moment, right? So why do you think they're not using those hashtags?
Because they're not a mompreneur.
Exactly. But what about moms? What are so if moms are your target audience, what are some things that moms do? Where do moms shop? What do moms talk about? What are some problems that moms have? Think about that for a second. So throw some things at me. I'm a mom. I'm a young mom, right? If I'm your target audience, where are some places I might shop?
Well, I've just got to thinking about that. My daughter has 3 small children. Some of her struggles right now is she likes to shop online.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Where?
she doesn't like to take all this. She shops Amazon.
Okay.
That's one of her big ones. She does like to shop online at Target and Old Navy.
Okay.
And some of the things she struggles with is her kids not sleeping. That's a big issue with her right now.
Yes. Sleep training, by the way. Sleep training is phenomenal. Sleep training was the best thing I did for Madeline, right? So sleep training for sure. Yes. I can refer her to an amazing sleep trainer. Make her world completely different.
5 months old.
Yeah. How old?
She's 5 months.
Okay, yes, that's when I trained Maddie. Right when I trained Madeline, 5 months old, boom. 1 week it took me to train her, night and day. Night and day. Remind me, I'll give you. Yes, I will give you that referral for sure for your daughter. So check this out. So moms are looking for babies that don't sleep. They're looking for help for their babies that don't sleep. So when we think of that, we think about, okay, moms have no energy, and who are the types of people they're following? I would go to sleep trainers on Instagram, their profiles, their accounts, and I would be 333ing those humans. I wouldn't even pay attention to hashtags. You just niched it down, whatever you want to call it, down to the type of mom that has babies that don't sleep. When it comes to health and wellness products, I'm sure you have something for energy, no?
Yes.
Yes. So then you're going to go and connect in 333 with moms that are following sleep trainers on Instagram. So now you want to go and find the hashtag for sleep babies, sleep training babies, find accounts that are popular, go connect with the moms that are on the comments and are following those accounts. Does that make sense?
Yes, this is a light bulb moment.
No, we just had a light bulb moment. We have to celebrate right now, and I'm doing a little dance for you. You just can't see it. You might see it, though, because this is probably going to end up on the IGTV. So that's the kind of thing you want to think about. Now, when you said financial freedom, I cringed a little. I got to be real with you. And that's because the people that are using the hashtag financial freedom are looking to sell people that want financial freedom. And that's not where the people that need or want financial freedom are hanging out. How do I know? I was that woman and I was that mom that was not following financial freedom hashtags because I didn't even know what that meant. Residual income. Didn't know what that meant. So I'm selling network marketers on trainings and on how to build their businesses on Instagram, right? So I would use that hashtag because that's my target audience. That's not your target audience. They're already in the business.
I get it.
Oh, she's like, oh, light bulbs. So now let's niche it down one more time for you. Let's find, even though I feel like I just gave you the $1 million answer, but let's niche it down one more time. When you're using hashtags to attract people, you want to use hashtags that are going to target that tired mom.
Yes.
Make sense?
Yes, absolutely. Because I was targeting, like you said,
network marketers.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing that I have targeted some is, like I said, I'm in my mid-50s.
Mm-hmm.
So I use hashtags like hot flashes stuff, hormone fluctuations, menopausal, holistic health. So is that not a good thing to target? Is them the wrong hashtag to use for that as well?
It is, because where do women that are going through menopause, where are they shopping? Whole Foods, probably, because of the natural, right? The organics, that they're looking for natural ways and remedies to get rid of it. So where would they shop? Maybe you're targeting a specific county or a specific, like, for instance, West Palm Beach. Maybe I'm looking for health food stores that are smaller in West Palm Beach, and I'm looking at who follows that. Those might be the women that are hot flashing, right? Or there might be women I can connect to there. Or maybe they're gyms. Maybe you're following certain gyms that women that are your age that would work out at in a certain area. So you got to niche it down. And, most of the time we think we need to use these big hashtags because there's more people that are following them, but they're broad. They're too generic. They're not specific to the type of people that you want to build with. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Did you just have another light bulb moment?
Yes, if I was on video, you ought to see my face right now.
Oh my gosh, I wish I could see your face right now. I wish I could see it. You'll have to send me a picture so I can use.
Today.
That's okay. Send me a picture and I'll use that as my IGTV cover for you. Right? So it's the hashtag game is powerful, but you want to make sure that. Here, let me ask you this: some of the hashtags that you would follow if you weren't a network marketer, what would they be? What would interest you? Right? Think about that. Spend some time niching that down for that audience as well. And you don't have to have just one set. Have 5 different sets of hashtags for just 5 different people you want to target for 5 different topics and conversations that you're going to have.
Yes. Well, just today, I have online different people posting about it because I do pretty much a low carb diet, and I just discovered these power plant cauliflower thins that a lot of people are raving about, and I found it through a hashtag.
Okay. So recipes is a great way to connect with people through hashtags. That's a great way to connect with influencers. Go look at the hashtags the influencers are using for recipes and meal plan companies and things like that for health and wellness, where instead of you just recruiting low-lying fruit, you can go recruit some big boys.
So you're saying like these influencers go and see who they're following or who's following the influencers?
Who's following the influencers, but then, hey, why not recruit the influencer? If somebody's blogging about recipes, wouldn't they be great selling a weight loss product or a nutrition product? They already have the audience for it, so wouldn't they like to leverage what they already got going on?
Absolutely.
So why not 333 and ask if they're open?
Great idea. Well, I see my 2 pages of hashtags I need to redo.
And that's okay. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm glad. I'm so happy and I'm so glad that we had this conversation, because I think a lot of people struggle when it comes to hashtags. They don't understand how to use them properly. They're just using generic big hashtags because they're trying to rank, but they don't understand it's the connecting in the background that you really want to do. When you're posting on Instagram and you're using hashtags, niche it down. It doesn't need to have 500,000 followers when you're actually using the hashtags. Niche it down to be a smaller type of human, because you want to recruit that type of human with that post. Make sense?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I'm excited for you. I'm so happy I was able to help you.
Yes. I have one quick another issue off topic just a little bit.
Sure.
I'm in the Elite Healers, and our last live Zoom, I think it was last week or week before last, I forgot. But somebody asked a question in there about groups on Facebook.
Yeah.
And the last time I talked to you, I was telling you about the Yellow Butterfly Tribe, and you said I was on track with everything on that. But my Facebook group is called the Yellow Butterfly Tribe. Mm-hmm. And when you made that statement to whoever asked the question, you said, how can they find you? Because, in other words, if they're searching on Facebook,
there's certain tags and topics that you can make your group about. So that would be number 1. And number 2, you can put a dash at the back of it. So for instance, whenever my Facebook group we're doing something new with a fasting challenge or keto friendly that month, or maybe we're talking about, the Whole30, or maybe we're talking about whatever, famous diet that month is out. The group name doesn't change, the back end group name changes, where I'll put dash intermittent fasting, dash keto, dash whatever, so you can change the back end of the name of the Facebook group. And then what that will do is it notifies all the members of the group that the name was changed, but it doesn't change the front end name. So that's a quick little hack of how you can get people reinterested in the group and for the search as well. But mainly the search is going to come in for the tags and the topics as well. But what ends up happening is most of the time people are naming their groups and they're they're just naming them without having anyone in it. Like, and they're not driving people to get in the group because they're not doing the back end work to get it. They're just thinking that they're going to get people in from the search only. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, because my group is very small, less than 50 people. We'll just leave it there.
Is it a private group or is it an open group?
It's a private group.
So people can't search it anyway?
No. Okay. Maybe I said it wrong. They have to be accepted into it, but they can still search it.
Okay, perfect.
So that's not a problem.
Yeah, so then I would say, you have your yellow butterfly, whatever, and then on the back end, just, name it to what it is. So my group is Healers, Slay Online Sales. So people know that. My free Facebook group, Healers, that's the name of the members, but on the back end, it's Slay Online Sales.
Gotcha. Okay. I get that now, because that must be why I didn't have too many people in my group. And when you
I will say this though, there's so many groups that are on Facebook, so it's kind of like ranking on YouTube and ranking and hashtags. I wouldn't base your group off of just that. You should be promoting your Facebook group if you want to drive volume into it, promoting it from your Instagram stories, your Facebook stories, your Facebook posts, anytime you do a live video, anytime you write an email about it. So talk about that group all the time, and that was something I did for a long time, and that's how I got 10,000 people in that group in less than a year.
Oh, okay. So your Instagram stories,
everywhere.
even if I'm doing a story about something else, I can still mention that.
No. I don't mean like, it just once a week you should be talking about the Facebook group. Not in every single story that you do if it has something to do with something else, no. But if you're talking about health, or you're talking about, or whatever that group is that you're doing, right? If you're talking about something that's valid inside of that group, or maybe you have a special training that's going on, or a special recipe you shared, or something, you can leverage that once a week by saying, hey, I got a free resource, it's inside the group, jump in the group, here's how you get in, search this, mention it for sure. Should also be a link in your bio.
Okay.
It also should be a link in your bio on your Instagram and your Facebook page as well.
Okay, there is on my Facebook, and I need to do that I'm just getting to Instagram, but I'm kind of moving over there away from Facebook, but I still wanted to keep my Facebook group.
Yeah. No, definitely. I have a Facebook group. You want to do all the things. We're marketers. You're going to find your mojo. Yeah. There's going to be that one thing that you're going to consistently go all in, but you have to repurpose your information on other social media platforms because you don't want to leave leads on the table.
Right.
Was this helpful?
Yes, it was very helpful. I know what I'm going to be doing tonight while my husband's watching TV is redoing these hashtags.
Well, I love it. Thank you so much for allowing us to record this and for allowing me to give you value. I appreciate you.
You're welcome, and I appreciate you as well. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We'll talk soon.
$1 million call.
All right, babe. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
One of the things that I really believe gets misconstrued when it comes to social media is, well, I'm already doing it over here, so I don't need to do it over here. Be a social media dominator. Find ways to repurpose your content. Find ways to talk about what you've got going on other social media platforms. So this way, you're not just all in with one platform. One of the things that was really scary for me that happened last month was Facebook thinking they were going to shut down my Facebook business page. I have run my business on my business page, my fan page, for over 2 years. My audiences, I've thrown so much money into the Facebook ads, and it made me realize how grateful I was that on LinkedIn, I still had an opportunity. On Instagram, I still have an opportunity. On Pinterest, I still have an opportunity. So I wasn't putting all my eggs in just one basket, YouTube as well. So I want to invite you to repurpose your content on all social media platforms, to build a personal brand on all social media platforms, not just one. If you put all your eggs in one basket, what ends up happening is you're going to leave money on the table, but God forbid something happens where somebody decides to spam you, or Facebook decides to rip away your page, or Instagram shuts down, or whatever happens, you have content repurposed on all other platforms. And also build an email list. You own that list. We don't own these social media platforms. So if you're interested in learning how to build your personal brand, how to repurpose your content, you want to check out my Elite Academy, where I teach you how to slay online sales. It's my membership community. It's kind of like our sweet inner circle, where for less than $40 a month, I teach you how to build your personal brand on social media and how to repurpose your content and never run out of content to post. Thanks for joining. I hope this was helpful. Let me know what value you received. Drop it in the comments below. Bye.